What is up, guys? Welcome to Andy Arts TV. This is your boy Andy Matrix, and I talk about anime, movies, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. So by now, you guys have probably heard of Kentaro Miura's and his passing away recently on May 5th, and it was announced about a week later or so. And a lot of people are wondering. We all feel bad for Kentaro Miura's passing away. We hope that his family's doing well, and we hope that he makes it peacefully to the afterlife and all that. We all love him. He was an incredible mangaka. Nobody in the anime industry draws like him. I mean, I've never read a manga that is as beautiful and as detailed as Berserk. So we all love and admire the guy, right? But people are now wondering, like, what is going to happen to the Berserk manga? Is it going to continue? Is it going to stop right where it left off? Right? I think the latest chapter, as of today, as of this video, May 25, 2021, we left off in chapter 364 or 365. Right? 364, right? And or was it 363? Shit, I forgot. Anyways. Okay, so people are wondering what is going to happen now, because we invested so much time into the manga that we as the fans, we deserve, we kind of deserve an ending. We deserve an answer. We put our money into this. I know I bought a couple of volumes of Berserk, the DVDs, the anime, everything. We spend years, so we like to know what's going to happen now. So now, please take this with a grain of salt. This is not a 100% confirmation, but you probably already know about Kentaro Miura's second manga, which is called Duranki. So this is a project apart from Berserk. So it's called Duranki, and it's based on I think it was, what was it? Macedonian history, or no, I think it was Mesopotamian history. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, you get the point. So that's what Duranki is based on. Yeah, it's also inspired by European paganism. He's very inspired by European history, and Duranki seems very inspired by European paganism and old European religions since before the time of Jesus Christ, right? Duranki was published by Young Animals, and we only had about 7 chapters, and then, so we would also like to know what's going to happen to Duranki. But the thing is, we're not so attached to Duranki because we have not been reading it for decades, right? So his team, so Duranki was produced by Kentaro Miura, so he will make like the storyboard for it, and then his team would be in charge of illustrating it, right? Of drawing it out, inking it, and all of that, right? So he had a separate team just for that, on top of Berserk, right? So some people believe that Kentaro Miura's team that helped them with Berserk and Duranki will now be in charge of finishing the Berserk manga. Now there was one of Kentaro Miura's assistants, right, whose name is Akio Miyagi. He has a Twitter account, and his Twitter account goes by MRKO at Aki, right? And you can actually see in his Twitter account it says, "I work as an assistant under Professor Kentaro Miura," right? Studio Self Painting. That's what his Twitter account says. So it's legit. That it's for real. That it's not some fake user or some fan that created this account. Right? We know for sure that he's actually an employee of Kentaro Miura. Now, in one of his recent tweets, he said, "I will do my best," right? And there's a lot of interpretation as to what does he mean by this. As a fan, you would hope, yes, I will do my best with the manga, right? That's continuing the manga. But if you read the comments of that, of that post, what their fans were saying, a lot of fans were saying, oh, like, take care of your health, don't work too much, take your time with Berserk. So it could be that he's just answering to his fans like, oh, don't worry guys, I'll be all right. But it could easily be interpreted as, oh yes, I will do my best with the manga. Now, it's not 100% sure, but the fact that it is a Kentaro Miura's assistant saying this really makes people wonder that yes, maybe Berserk will continue. And Berserk has sold 40 million copies. 40 million copies both in America, North America, Europe, South America, and in Japan. 40 million copies. I mean seriously, it's super popular. So I don't think that they're just going to let it go and like not continue it, right? I think that they will definitely continue it. And again, this is not a confirmation. I'm just saying based on his team, his history, and the Kentaro Miura's history, and they're not just going to give up on the manga. People have been waiting for for an ending to Berserk for the longest time, and I think we're kind of owed as the fan, just an answer as to what's gonna happen. Because really, I keep saying it, but the last thing left in Berserk is really the fight against Griffith and Guts. We already seen Casca recover, right, in the Elfin Island, so now we already know what is there left, right? So it's the final showdown. And we gotta see Guts versus Griffith, the final battle, and that is it. That's really all the fans want to see, just the wrap up. And so this is why I think most likely the Berserk manga will continue, and the assistants of Kentaro Miura, most likely they will continue it. Hopefully Akio Miyagi will give us an update on that on his Twitter account. So that is all I have to say about the Berserk manga continuing, as to what will happen with the Berserk manga and what proof do we have that it could continue. And man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hey, what is up everybody? Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications for future videos. And check out the blog, andyrtv.com, where I talk about anime, video games, movies, geek culture, and Japanese culture. Make sure to follow on Twitter, like this video, and comment below. Your thoughts are important. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Godspeed.